When lives are on the line, every second counts. This is true for fire calls, but even more critical for medical calls such as heart attacks and strokes. When it comes to a heart attack, time is muscle, because once damage occurs to the heart muscle, that damage is permanent. Therefore, it is imperative to recognize the signs and listen to the concerns of others, because it is your life that is on the line. Heart attacks are the leading cause of death in the United States. More than 1.5 million Americans suffer a heart attack each year. About 1/3 of them die from the heart attack. The conditions leading to a heart attack often develop over many years. Like all organs in the body, the heart requires a constant supply of blood. Over time, plaque may build up on artery walls, reducing the amount of blood reaching the heart. The plaque can also close off the artery entirely. When that happens, the blood supply to the heart is completely cut off. In such cases, heart cells die and a heart attack occurs. Signs of a heart attack are not always easily identifiable, but if something just doesn't feel right or you can't explain the cause of a condition, it's prudent to seek medical help.
The classic symptoms of a heart attack are chest pain, although a lot of people will say, well, it's not really pain, it's more of a pressure or a discomfort in your chest. It may go to one of your arms, more classically on the left side, but it can be on the right side. It may go into your face or jaw, it could go into your back. You may have left arm pain without any chest pain. Other associated symptoms may be shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, maybe sweating or nausea. But not everybody has the classic symptoms. Some are more subtle.
Recognizing those subtle signs like the nausea, I'm not feeling good, I feel a little different today, or my tummy's upset. Recognizing those things right there is very important. And what I would like to tell people is please call us. Call 911 if you feel like there is something out of the ordinary.
And there's a limited amount of time once blood flow is interrupted to that part of the heart muscle in which we can intervene without having any long-term injury or damage. The longer it takes, the more potential damage there is, and much of that damage is not reversible.
The mission of Richland Fire and Emergency Services is to provide public safety to Richland citizens in a timely manner. But it is up to the citizen to determine when to make that call. Embarrassment, not wanting to be a bother, or fear are common reactions in this situation, but the professional staff of emergency services would much rather determine that it is a false alarm than not to receive the call at all.
It was right before Halloween, and we had just carved the pumpkins and baked the seeds, and I ate the seeds and ate too many of the seeds, I thought. And I woke up in the night with what I thought was heartburn. And it was just kind of right up here, just some heartburn, and I was doing everything I could think of to get rid of it. And some time was passing, and my husband had gotten up and said, maybe you should call the doctor. And I thought, maybe you should go to work. You're driving me crazy. And I told him, in fact, go to work. You're making me crazy. So I thought, well, I'll go take a hot bath. Gas expands. It'll move up, and I'll just get rid of it. And so I was in the bath, and I realized the water's really hot, and I'm staring at the faucets, and I didn't know what to do. And it hit me. I'm disoriented. Oh, my gosh. Maybe they're right. Maybe something's wrong. So I got out of the tub, called my husband. He came right home, took me to the hospital, and again I was arguing. I did not believe that anything was wrong. I just was embarrassed. I felt embarrassed because everybody's making this fuss, and I was thinking, oh, this is going to cost a fortune, and it's going to take all day, and nothing's wrong with me, and I'm such a hypochondriac, and my husband's an alarmist. And the doctor was talking to me, and he pulled the results of the EKG, and he suddenly went from just kind of relaxing to, I got bad news and I got good news. The good news is you're here and we're going to take care of you. The bad news is you're having a heart attack. And that's when it hit me. A heart attack?
I understand that dilemma, and honestly, a lot of people are in denial, even those with classic symptoms. Those who have the crushing pain in their chest will not want to bother 911. Our message is it's critical that we can intervene quickly. It's not always obvious when the symptoms you're having are a heart attack, and if there's any doubt and something's not right, you've got to get in, and you've got to get in quickly.
Richland's emergency service crews are trained and equipped with the latest in heart monitoring and communication equipment. The 12-lead EKG is one of the tools crews use to quickly identify the patient's condition. They are in constant contact with staff at Cadillac Regional Medical Center. Thus, treatment for a heart attack begins the moment emergency crews reach the patient.
One of the advantages to calling 911 is that they can evaluate you quickly and initiate treatment. They can also do some of the testing. They can do a 12-lead EKG, or it's a tracing of the heart that we can look at. They can transmit that to us and we can see it.
The nice thing about Richland Fire and living in the city of Richland is it's basically one-stop shopping. We're going to Cadillac Hospital for our cardiac services, period. We have one phone call or radio communication with one hospital. That's all we do. We can talk with the ER docs. We feel comfortable with the ER docs, our medics do, with the nurses and with all the staff. And I think just because of that great partnership and great communication, it's better for the patient.
And if we know you're coming in and we have some lead time, even a few minutes lead time, we're ready for you, and we can get that the blood flow to your heart restored much more quickly and have a better outcome.
Richland Emergency Services is there when you need them, but remember, it is up to the patient or someone around them to make the call in a timely manner. Once the 911 call is made, it is only a matter of minutes before crews arrive and have the patient in transport to Cadillac.
Our gold standard when it comes to cardiac issues like heart attacks is 15 minutes or less on scene. Okay. Right now the City of Richland Fire Department is meeting that goal. So it's pretty quick, and the faster we can recognize the issue and the faster our citizens call and they recognize that, okay, that's a big time situation.
It's this seamless integration with Richland emergency staff and members of Cadillac Regional Medical Center that make the chance of recovery from a heart attack significantly better if 911 is called within a timely manner.
I guess if I was to sum it up in really one sentence, the reason why you call, the reason why it's done in such a timely manner, and the reason why there are standards that like we talked about, the 90-minute door-to-balloon time to the cath lab. The reason why those are standards of care is because we can save your life.
If you have a symptom that you cannot explain away easily, you know, and you can't seem to get rid of the symptom, if it was heartburn, I should have gotten rid of it with guzzling some pop or drinking the baking soda water. I should have listened to other people. Don't worry about being embarrassed. Don't worry that it's going to take all day, because if you walk into a hospital and say you're having chest pains, apparently they take that very seriously and they take care of you immediately.
You know, your quality of life is going to change if you don't call in a timely manner, and it is a heart attack. So there's a real good chance that artery can be opened again. If you don't call in a timely manner and we don't respond in a timely manner, the quality of life that you have now could definitely change.
Richland Emergency Services and Cadillac Regional Medical Center, there when you need them. Professionals trained in the latest heart-saving procedures, ready when you make the call.
It's hard to say if anybody ever takes a warning to heart until they're in that situation. But my feeling is, if I can save one life from getting somebody to listen and believe that if you're having a symptom that you can't explain away, go ahead and take the time. Check it out. It's not worth risking your life for being embarrassed or worrying about being embarrassed. It's your life. It's the people that you would leave behind. It's the rest of the fun that you still have to live. If you don't take care of yourself, you don't get to have that fun.